First of all, I apologize for the appearance. Got a little bit of a bath after the game, and I made a deal with the ladies that anytime they feel like it after a win, they can always give me a post-game locker room shower. So they took advantage of that tonight. Um, I thought tonight's game was a tale of two halves. I thought that Mississippi State came in and absolutely dominated us in the first half. They were physical with us. They dictated pretty much the entire way the game was being played. I felt like at halftime our kids took some ownership and some responsibility, and took a step in the right direction as far as determining that they wanted to play the game in their style. And I thought that that was the big difference in the game. I felt like athletically we were able to expose them a little bit up and down the floor, whereas in the first half I felt like they exposed us on the inside. But I could not be more proud of this group. I tell you what, if you would have told me back in October that that this year would turn out how it has, I would have been shocked on so many different levels. But one thing I can say is the character of this team, the resiliency of this team is second to none, and I'm so proud of them and their effort and all they do day in, day out.
Valencia, just you get the first one today. Just what's the win kind of mean to you? Obviously, you've been on the team for a while now and been through a lot of the upset. What's tonight mean for you?
It feels great to come out and get a win, especially against Mississippi State. Courtney and Maggie last time running against them, so we had to do it for them, and I feel like we came out and played hard.
What was the message kind of at halftime? Obviously, y'all are down. What do you have to change?
We just all went in and just said continue to fight. We got down early, but we continued to push through, and we never gave up.
Just kind of an emotional game, I guess, for you, an emotional outcome for the coaching staff and for the players in general.
A rivalry game is always emotional. Everybody bringing their A game, and I'm glad my team stepped up, and we were able to get the win.
I guess kind of talk about the post game celebration.
Yeah, it's always exciting. Again, we talk about a lot of things, but one of the things we talk about is celebrating everything that we can, not just wins and losses, but we celebrate our greats when we have above a 3.0. We celebrated Maggie McPherson being inducted into the Hall of Fame. We celebrated when Valencia got her 1,000th point. There's too many times where people let things go by unnoticed, and we want to celebrate everything we can. Life isn't always fun, and we found out the hard way in a lot of instances this year. But when something does happen in a good way or positive way, we want to make sure we enjoy it. So again, like I said, I'll take the showers anytime they want to give them, and that's great. Being new to Ole Miss, I'm learning still the rivalry that exists between Mississippi State and Ole Miss, and believe me, it's not hard to figure out where you lie, where the people you encounter in your life lie, if they're Mississippi State fans or Ole Miss fans. But that's what makes college sports and college athletics so great, is rivalries. And again, everyone is special. Is it more special because it's our rival? I think that probably our fans take a lot more pride in it and get a lot more enjoyment out of it. We'll take every win we can get, and we celebrate them all.
Given how differently Mississippi State played from first half to second half, how pleased were you with your kids, given they were like a shark when it senses blood in the water? They kept their foot on the gas, they kept pushing the tempo, and they kept executing.
Yeah, I think a couple of things went our direction. I think initially Mississippi State was getting a lot of offensive rebounds, getting a lot of second shot opportunities, and that transition or that prevents us from our transition game. So once we got more physical with them and started hitting them a little harder in the paint, I felt like that allowed us to get the ball out of the net or off the rim, get an early outlet, and really push tempo. Again, that's kind of what we consider to be one of our two main strengths. We really think our main strengths are our transition game and our offensive rebounding. And for us to be able to establish that in the second half, yeah, was great. I think that what the second half did was it really gave them a sense of we have a chance, we are going to win this game. And I think from the minute that they tied the game, there was never a doubt in their minds. And like I said, I don't think this team ever doubts, and that's one of their great qualities. We got down 16 or 17-2 against Tennessee on Sunday and cut it to a 5-point game before halftime. Down 13 at the half, and at the 12 or 13 minute mark, it was a 7-point game. They're not gonna give up. They're gonna fight for 40 minutes, and that's one of the best qualities about them.
Was it a conscious effort in the second half to kind of turn up the pressure on them? They talked about it when they were in here a second ago. They felt like y'all really took the fight to them in the second half.
Yeah, and we talked about that a lot at halftime. We talked about, you know, we need to be the team that hits first. We've got to be the more physical team. We've got to be the team that is dictating what's going on. If we sit back and allow somebody else to determine the pace of the game or determine the style of the game, it usually doesn't fare well for us. We're a small team. We don't have a lot of size in the paint. We have a lot of heart, but not a lot of size. And so it's very important that we establish a pace and a style that fits our team and what we're best at.
I guess, can you just kind of talk about the win, what it means for, you know, y'all as a team, you know, the girls, some of the seniors?
Well, it means a lot. All I can say is about time. Like, it's been a 6-game losing streak, and I just knew, like, it's just something about when V gave me that first pass on that fast break, I just knew. When she looked at me and smiled, it was time to go. It was time to go. So when you got a point guard like Valencia, you want to play with her. And I think everybody agrees with me with that. So we just believe in her, and we just go with it.
You feel like y'all kind of feed off of her, obviously? I mean, it seemed like she was really keeping y'all on the go.
Yes, we feed off her a lot. When Valencia comes to play, I mean, it's like everybody comes to play. It's like when you get the ball, you just know it's going in, and you have to have the confidence. Like, we just told Grace to keep shooting, and I mean, to just start falling, everything start falling. Once she going, you know she going to get you the ball. She going to get you the ball.